I have said in older videos, sometimes cheating can be expensive. TLDR, which means too long didn't read, wife became distant after starting to focus on income differences. Discovered she's having an affair with a dentist at the office, getting divorced. Writing this at 3 a.m. because sleep isn't happening anymore. The last few months have destroyed the life I thought I had. Going to try to get this all down while it's fresh in my mind. I'm 44, my wife is 48. Been married 11 years, no kids, which I guess is a blessing given what's happening now. We met through mutual friends at a wine tasting event. She was different from anyone I'd ever dated, ambitious, organized, knew exactly what she wanted in life. I run an electronics store franchise, and she works as a dental hygienist. The problem started about 8 months ago. My wife's practice hired 2 new dentists, both from some prestigious dental school up north. Suddenly, every conversation turned to money. She'd mention how Dr. This or Dr. That just bought a lake house, or how someone's wife got a new Range Rover for her birthday. I can see where this is going. At first, I tried to be understanding. We live comfortably in a nice suburb outside Atlanta. 3-bedroom house, 2 cars paid off, decent savings. But apparently that wasn't enough anymore. She started making these little comments about my lack of ambition. Suggested I go back to school or look for corporate positions. When I explained that I actually love running my store and working with my team, she'd get this look on her face like I was speaking a foreign language. The distance grew slowly. First, it was staff meetings that ran late. Then, emergency deep cleanings with anxious patients. She started going to the gym at odd hours, always perfectly made up with full makeup. Her work wardrobe changed too. Designer scrubs, expensive watches, new perfume. What? Designer scrubs? Is there such a thing? Then came the phone changes. She'd always left her phone lying around without a care. Suddenly, she got obsessive about it. Password changed from our anniversary date to something new. Always face down, always with her, even for quick trips to the mailbox. The notifications were constant. Her phone would light up during dinner and she'd get this little smile. Not her normal smile, something secretive. If I walked behind her while she was texting, she would quickly turn the screen off or put it in her pocket. As time went on, I started watching our credit card statements more closely. Small charges appeared at coffee shops near her practice, always for 2 items. All red flags. I always say, if your woman's pattern suddenly changes out of the blue, something is up. And when it involves a phone or some other device that she owns that you used to be able to get into and now can't, hello. Extra gas station stops when she was supposedly heading straight home. A few Uber receipts during times she told me she was carpooling with coworkers. The Miami incident broke me. Her practice supposedly sent her to a dental conference for 4 days. The credit card charges told a different story. Dinner for 2 at some place where entrees cost more than I make in a day. A couple's massage at the hotel spa. A receipt from a high-end lingerie store. I am technically savvy enough. I sell electronics for a living. Checking our phone records was easy. One number kept appearing over and over, hundreds of texts. Hours of calls, usually during her late appointments. A quick social media search led me to him, one of the new dentists. Mid-40s, Mercedes driving, Rolex wearing, everything I'm not. Called in sick yesterday and drove to her practice at lunch. Watched her get into his car. They drove to a restaurant, but never made it inside. Just sat there, talking, laughing. Then they kissed. I sat in my car for an hour after they left, just staring at nothing. 11 years of marriage erased by what? Status, money, the promise of luxury vacations and designer handbags? Confronted her last night, laid out everything, the phone records, credit card statements, photos from the parking lot. She didn't cry, didn't apologize, just sat there with this cold look and said, "What did you expect? You're going nowhere in life. He can give me everything you can." Wow, this woman just wants a status. Problem is, she is in an at-fault state. Already contacted a divorce attorney. Georgia's in at-fault state. Yep. My lawyer says I have a solid case for alimony since she earns more and her infidelity is documented. She laughed when I mentioned court, said no judge would make a successful medical professional pay support to a retail worker. What? Your profession doesn't matter when it comes to alimony. She is truly delusional. Her arrogance might be her downfall. She's been sloppy using our joint account for hotel rooms, buying gifts with shared credit cards, all documented, all admissible in court. I'm staying at a hotel tonight, can't sleep, can't eat. Keep remembering how she looked in that restaurant parking lot, happier with him in 10 minutes than she'd been with me in months. Tomorrow I start the process of dismantling 11 years of memories. The attorney says not to leave the house permanently. It could affect property division. But I can't spend another night watching or texting while pretending to watch TV. We'll update when there are developments. Need to try to sleep. Must work tomorrow because apparently being betrayed doesn't qualify for sick leave. First update. It's been 3 weeks since my last post. Everything I thought I knew about my life has imploded. The divorce filing hit her harder than expected. She was shocked when the papers were served at her practice. Apparently, she didn't think I'd have the spine to go through with it. Her exact words when she came home that night. My attorney has been methodically building our case. The phone records were just the beginning. We subpoenaed their work schedules. Turns out there were no emergency cleanings or staff meetings. She blocked off appointment times to meet him, lying to patients and the practice management. Well, apparently the doctor's wife found out and is making a big stink at the office. They were not just planning a future together, they were actively mocking both of us. My wife called me a retail drone stuck in a dead-end job. He referred to his wife as dead weight, holding back his lifestyle. They joked about how they'd upgrade their lives once they were free of us. The messages revealed an affair that started way before I suspected. The Christmas party was their starting point. He cornered her near the coat check, complimented her new haircut, started talking about investment strategies and real estate portfolios. She was instantly captivated. Their first date was disguised as a lunch meeting about dental equipment. Then came the gifts. A Cartier watch for her birthday charged to his practice as a business expense. Weekend spa retreats labeled as continuing education. Private cooking classes while I thought she was at the gym. The financial discoveries kept getting worse. She withdrew $15,000 from our joint savings, claimed it was for dental equipment. Yeah, her husband was right. She was sloppy. Really went toward a down payment on a condo they planned to share. Another $5,000 for a dental conference that never existed. Someone anonymously informed the senior partners at the practice about the affair. Turns out falsifying appointment records violates several regulations. Both were suspended pending an investigation. She's furious, convinced I reported them. I didn't. Probably another employee noticed their extended lunch breaks. Her family's involved now. Her sister called, begging me to reconsider. Said my wife was going through something and needed support, not punishment. Get out of here. She knew what she was doing. Let her AP give her support. I played her the voicemail where my wife mocked my career choice. The sister hung up. Living with my brother now. The house feels contaminated. Every room holds a memory I can't trust anymore. The other dentist's wife hired an aggressive divorce attorney. They're going after his practice shares, claiming he used business assets to fund the affair. My wife's attitude changed fast once her perfect plan crumbled. Now she's sending lengthy emails about counseling, about how she lost herself, about giving our marriage another chance. Yesterday, she offered to sign a post-nuptial agreement. I told her no. I don't want you to sign anything. We are done. Second update. The divorce proceedings are moving faster than expected. Georgia's at-fault laws are working in my favor. The internal investigation at the practice revealed they turned away emergency cases to make time for their rendezvous. The state dental board got involved. Apparently, falsifying medical records, even appointment times, is a serious ethical violation. Both face license suspension hearings. Their affair didn't just cost them their jobs, it might end their careers. What were these two thinking? This is a crazy story. Her lover cracked first. Faced with losing his license, he gave a full statement to the ethics board, detailed how they coordinated their schedule, used patient cancellations for their meetings, even had a code system for their hookups. My wife's response? She showed up at my brother's house at midnight, crying about how he manipulated her. Said she was addicted to the lifestyle he promised. Blamed stress, midlife crisis, temporary insanity. The financial audit keeps revealing surprises. She used our joint credit card for couples cooking classes, wine tastings, weekend getaways. All the while, I worked overtime to cover our rising expenses. Even bought him a $3,000 watch using our anniversary trip fund. Wow, this woman was off the chain. Fast forward 2 months, and today was the final court hearing. The judge's ruling exceeded our expectations. After reviewing the financial evidence and reading the messages mocking my career, the judge seemed particularly upset about her behavior. His exact words, disparaging an honest profession while misusing marital assets, shows both moral and financial misconduct. The settlement terms: she must pay me $1,900 monthly in alimony for 4 years. When the house sells, the profit split after returning my portion of the misused funds. My attorney's fees covered by her retirement account. Full documentation sent to the state dental board. I will tell you right now, men usually don't come out on top like this, just saying, but it's not impossible for a man to get alimony. Her dental license got suspended for 6 months. The board cited ethical violations related to patient scheduling and practice management. Her lover received a 12-month suspension since he was a supervising dentist. The other betrayed spouse won big too. Her attorney proved he used practice funds for their affair. He lost his partnership stake, now works as an associate at a discount dental chain, cleaning teeth alongside hygienists. Last I heard, their dream condo got sold before closing. Neither could afford the payments on their reduced incomes. He moved in with his elderly parents. She's renting a 1-bedroom apartment near her sister. My electronics store franchise just got approved to open its 2nd location. Moving to Savannah next month. Don't think I am leaving Georgia. The company offered me a store manager position in Savannah. Not nearly as much as my ex-wife made as a hygienist. Not that money matters. I learned that lesson watching her destroy everything, chasing a luxury lifestyle. To everyone who supported me through this, thank you. Special thanks to this community and my attorney who saw through their lies. For anyone else discovering betrayal, document everything. Get a good lawyer. Don't let them rewrite history. Sometimes losing a cheater means winning back your self-respect. Edit. It might be expensive, but try to invest in a good lawyer if you're going through this. In all honesty, my lawyer buried her ass. Yep, sounds like he did.